This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome back to Rio Rancho and the Class 5A state tournament. We are actually in Rio Rancho for the second game of the day, which should be starting sometime here in the next 10-15 minutes or so. I know we told you a 5 p.m. start time, but Belen and St. Pius have gone into extra innings, and so they're in the top of the 8th at the moment. So I'm not sure how much pregame warm-up, what's going to be happening in regards to that for the Lady Tigers. So we'll go ahead and stay here with you. It's the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. And the Alamogordo Lady Tigers looking to advance to championship round 3 against another team that they have already played this year. They got a win over Cibola. That was, I think, to win the Rio Rancho tournament, if I remember right. I think they beat them 8-0 to win that tournament. It was a while ago, but certainly you look at the victory this morning. They beat PV 13-0 back in that same tournament and beat them 11-0 this morning. And then an 8-0 win. I'm sure they'd take something similar to that this evening if they can. So weather solid. We got a little bit of sprinkles that are going on right now, but as far as we could tell, we should be able to get everything in and look forward to a good matchup here between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Cougars on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. So we got a little bit of time. I can't give you, obviously, an exact time when it's going to start as St. Pius and Belen continue to play. And a home run just hit by St. Pius. And I believe they go up 11-7 now, I believe, with that home run. And they're trying. This is an elimination game. So certainly an important time for both of these teams. And Pius trying to rally back. They were actually down a couple of runs going into the top of the 7th, and were able to tie it up in that inning. So we will. I don't know how much we'll update you on this game as we go throughout pregame, but just to tell you what the situation is, and certainly if you hear the screaming and yelling in the background, that would be why. There'll be, I think, 3 games that are going on right now. I think behind us it's Mayfield and La Cueva, who they haven't played yet today. Over at Bernalillo High School at Centennial and Carlsbad, they started around 4 p.m. And another line drive for St. Pius. I think Piedra Vista and Oregon Mountain are going to play here tonight. But if Alamogordo wins, they'll play at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I think maybe regardless of what happens, they play at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. So they've been able to get in a majority of the games today, not all of them, but certainly a lot of the games have been played today. So looks like we may have the final out here of the top of the 8th inning, and yes, we do. And so Belen will come up to bat down by 4 as they go to the bottom of the 8th inning here. Hey, we want to thank our state tournament sponsors. A huge shout-out to all of them that are making this possible, along with our regular season sponsors, which we will play some ads for them here in just a second. Maskey's Heating and Cooling, installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion, 575-551-1351. First National Bank, main branch at 414 10th Street, Tularosa and Cloudcroft, 575-437-4880. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, Jimmy and Tina Deere owners at 909 Delaware Avenue, 575-437-5810. JBL Construction and Consulting, Bobby Lotta owner, striving for excellence in all they do, 575-430-5105. 84 Lumber at 3401 North White Sands, 575-434-3850. Padilla Brothers Investments at 575-551-1883 for your real estate needs, and also on Facebook. Casa Auto Group, Casa Toyota, Casa Honda, Casa Chrysler Dodge, Jeep and Ram, and Casa Chevy GMC. CasaAutoGroup.com. Yeah. Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Rebacks of Alamogordo, 3410 North White Sands, 575-446-8574. Seaburger Dermatology at 1401 10th Street, Suite C, 575-437-4533, dermhappy.com. and Casa y Tierra title in abstract, serving Alamogordo for over 20 years. 2420 North White Sands, 575-434-6770. We'll be mentioning them throughout our broadcast. And again, we are not underway. You're hearing the crowd sounds in the background. Belen and St. Pius are finishing up their game in extra innings, bottom of the 8th inning now, with Pius in front, 11-7. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll recap the first game of the day in case you didn't tune into it, as Alamogordo picked up the win earlier today over Piedra Vista. And we'll get you ready for this second game of the day for the Lady Tigers.
Custom work is what...
You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for a first lien position and 6.99% APR for a second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Welcome back here to Cleveland High School. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As Alamogordo getting ready to play Cibola here in just a little while. Kind of interesting. I don't know. It's not that interesting. Team colors are pretty much the same from what's on the field right now with Belen and St. Pius compared to Alamogordo and Cibola. The black and gold for the Lady Tigers and white and kind of the brown. I think Belen's colors are different than Cibola's, but not by a ton. Just a small little thing. Hey, you got to fill some air here. That's what's going on at the moment. Let's talk about the first game, just in case you weren't with us for Game 1 of our state tournament coverage here in the Albuquerque area. The Lady Tigers, I mentioned, picked up the win over Piedra Vista, and it was all about a big second inning for the Lady Tigers, as they were able to put in 8 runs in that inning, sent 13 to the plate. Great start to the game for the Lady Tigers as Amani Kosum hit a solo home run to lead things off. And then the second inning didn't look like it was going to be much. Lady Tigers had 2 outs, a runner on first, and then Iceland Ortiz laid down a bunt, and it ended up in an error for Piedra Vista, went over the head of the first baseman. And then on the throw-in back into the field, it was off the mark as well, so that allowed Daviana Gonzalez to score. Then Amani Kosum on a ground ball to third. Just kind of a slow play by the third baseman, and she was able to leg out the, I guess you call it infield single. I think I put it down as an error. And then the Lady Tigers would come up with 3 consecutive doubles. Maylee Herrera knocked in a couple of runs. Sydney Lessentine knocked in one, and Chloe Lunar did as well. That was when we saw a pitching change for Piedra Vista as the Lady Panthers went to a new pitcher. She would then walk the next 3, and that would bring in 1 run, and then Daviana Gonzalez would bring in 2 more on an RBI single, and that made it 9-0 at that point. Lady Tigers would add 1 in the 4th on an RBI single from Daviana Gonzalez, and then another one in the 5th inning on a double by Maylee Herrera, and that was all for the Lady Tigers in terms of hitting. When it came to pitching, Sydney Lessentine had a heck of an effort for the Lady Tigers as she struck out 10, allowed just 1 hit, and I think the Lady Panthers ended up with only 2 base runners in the entire game. So excellent pitching performance. The Lady Tigers took advantage of some miscues. I think the game would have been a lot closer and a lot more, pressure-filled if Piedra Vista doesn't make a few of those mistakes. And the Lady Tigers were able to take advantage of that. And, that's one of those things, I feel like over the years I've talked about it, from an Alamogordo standpoint, that Alamogordo couldn't let good teams, get extra chances. Well, Alamogordo's in that place now as the number 1 seed of, just can't get yourself extra opportunities. I can't give them, those extra opportunities and let the inning stay alive, or they're probably going to make you pay. And with emphasis, the Lady Tigers were able to do that in the first game of the day against Piedra Vista. So again, they'll play Cibola. Cibola beat Oregon Mountain a little bit earlier today, 8-6. Oregon Mountain's still playing really, really well. They upset Hobbs and gave the number 5 seed a run for their money as well. And so Oregon Mountain's going to play Piedra Vista in an elimination game this evening. And Alamogordo facing off against Cibola to try to advance the championship round 3. Nobody will be eliminated after this Alamogordo game with Cibola, but certainly winning the first 2 games on day 1 puts you in such a good position to have a chance to win a state championship. Here's a little pop-up on the infield, and there's 2 down, I believe, for Belen here against St. Pius, as they still need 2 runs to try to get this one back here against St. Pius. Meanwhile, the other games going on today, we do want to mention Tularosa. The Tularosa girls defeated Mesilla Valley Christian 11-7. They'll get Loving, and my understanding is that game will happen at 7 o'clock tonight over at Rio Rancho High School. They do have lights on the main field over there, so just like they do here at Cleveland High School too. So I don't know how late they're going to be going into games this evening here at Cleveland. We don't have lights on our field. Depends on how long the game goes, whether it'll be able to be finished or not. We've played with the sun basically on the horizon a couple of times here. Have Lady Tigers this field, particular 2 years ago against Centennial. It was getting kind of dark towards the end of the evening, so we'll see. Obviously, if it's close to a 2-hour game, shouldn't be a problem, but we'll have to wait and see. So again, we're waiting on in Class 4A St. Pius and Belen to finish up their game. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning at the moment, so that one finishing up, and then once that's done, we will get into Alamogordo versus Cibola. Unfortunately, Tularosa baseball ended up losing their game today to Eunice. Final score 12-4. So Tularosa and their season unfortunately comes to a close. Belen able to get on, soft little liner to shallow right field, and so they keep their season alive and bring up another batter to the plate in the form of the tying run for them. So Tularosa eliminated, and Tularosa, or I should say in baseball and softball, regardless of what happens in tonight's game, they won't be eliminated, but if they win, they advance to the championship series and would have the advantage of only having to win 1 game, not having to win 2, not having to win the if game. So we'll see if the Lady Cats are able to make that happen tonight. My guess is they'll play Loving, but Estancia's had a really good season, so that one might end up going either way in that particular game. And some of the other, let's see if they've updated the bracket since I last looked at it, but some of the other finals that are happening up here. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. It's a little bit of an elongated version because of waiting on the game before the Lady Tigers to finish up. Let's see, what do we got for finals? Let's go ahead and go with 4A. The first games today, Gallup beat Belen 11-1. Artesia defeated St. Pius 7-0. Silver over Bernalillo 10-0. And then it was Aztec beating Lovington 6-4. So that was kind of the only, Artesia maybe a slight upset. Gallup would beat Artesia 6-2, so they've advanced. Silver defeated Aztec 16-3. So Gallup and Silver will play at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning in Class 4A here at Cleveland High School for a chance to advance to the championship game. In 3A, I haven't really checked in on them much today. Games that were happening today, West Las Vegas beat up on Robertson 23-4. Cobre beat Dexter 8-0. And so Cobre versus West Las Vegas, not sure if that game's happening this evening. I'm not sure those have been all updated online. Ruidoso's been eliminated by Santa Fe Indian School. Santa Fe Indian School is going to play Dexter. Robertson will face off against Raton. Raton beat Newcomb 20-5. In Class 3A, I just did Class 3A, didn't I? Single A, double A, we mentioned what's going on with Tularosa. They will play Loving. Loving beat Estancia 8-4. And so Estancia is going to play Rehoboth Christian in an elimination game tomorrow morning. Mesilla Valley Christian will face off against Lordsburg in an elimination game tomorrow morning. So, and St. Pius has just finished up Belen. They get an 11-9 win in 8 innings. And St. Pius will stay alive in the Class 4A state tournament. And then in Class 5A, mentioned the Alamogordo win, obviously, 11-0. Cibola 8-6 over Oregon Mountain. Centennial and Carlsbad are probably still playing right now, and Mayfield and La Cueva maybe have started behind us. I'm not totally sure if they have or not, but I think just in time for the Lady Tigers to jump out on the field, the sun will pop out, and we'll have a good time here with Lady Tigers and Lady Cougars coming up here in the next maybe 10-15 minutes. Not sure what the warm-up period they'll give for the teams, but we'll obviously be on the air for all of it, and just go ahead and hang out with us for a little bit. Or, if you got some other things to do, just want to keep us on in the background until the game starts, that's cool too. I won't take it personally. I'm also going to have no idea what you're doing at home, so, This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Alamogordo and Cibola getting ready to face off here in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll, again, thank our state tournament sponsors and our appreciation for them helping us bring you Lady Tiger state tournament action here in the metro area. We'll be back right after this.
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
We belong to you. If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Alamogordo Lady Tigers getting ready to face off against Cibola. They have finished up the St. Pius and Belen game, and so warm-ups getting ready to start. So they have to drag the field and everything, so there'll be a little bit of time, I think, for teams to get into their warm-ups, and we'll just be hanging out until then. So we do, again, want to thank our Lady Tiger State Tournament sponsors, and that would be Casa Tierra, Title and Abstract, serving Alamogordo for over 20 years, 2420 North White Sands, 575-434-6770. Seaburger Dermatology at 1401 10th Street, Suite C, 575-437-4533. DermHappy.com. You can check them out there as well. Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Remax of Alamogordo, 3410 North White Sands, 575-446-8574. Casa Auto Group. Casa Toyota, Casa Honda, Casa Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, and Casa Chevy GMC, and online at CasaAutoGroup.com, home of the nice guys, yeah. Padilla Brothers Investments, 575-551-1883 for your real estate needs. Also on Facebook. 84 Lumber at 3401 North White Sands, 575-434-3850. JBL Construction. Oh, apologies, we got cut off there. I was sitting here talking and nobody was listening to me. That's that's probably not the best thing for me. Casa Tierra, Title Abstract, Seaburger Dermatology, Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Remax of Alamogordo, Casa Auto Group, Toyota, Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, and GMC. CasaAutoGroup.com. Padilla Brothers Investments, 84 Lumber. Just running through all those again because I'm not sure if you guys can hear me as I was talking about that just a little while ago. Who knows? JBL Construction and Consulting. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company. First National Bank and Matsky's Heating and Cooling. Installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion. Thanks again to all of those sponsors. Well, it was nice and cool when the clouds were going on, and now we're it's a little bit warmer out here, but it's I got to say it's better than it was a little bit earlier today. It was almost chilly for the middle of May, so kind of what it is. Just one of those things you had to deal with. And I was curious to see for the Lady Tigers if the bouncing around. Hey, you're going to play here at 11. No, we're going to play over there at noon, and it seemed like their focus was right where it needed to be, and similar to this as well. They knew that they were going to be playing here at 5 o'clock, but I think the time changed a little bit later in the day. I don't know honestly, I don't know if it's more of an advantage or less of an advantage. Almo's had a bit more time between games than Cibola has, but most of these teams are used to playing double headers, so I'm not really sure if it's going to make a difference one way or the other. You could certainly ask the question and wonder about it. We'll see it. I feel like it would be very presumptuous to blame it on one or the other with that, but it's one of those things that we'll obviously see if maybe somebody's just a little rusty out there, maybe not quite all the way where they need to be in terms of concentration, or a little slow to get off things usually I feel like you see that defensively more than you see it at the plate, when you're just kind of sluggish and not really, getting into the game the way that you're hoping that you would, especially in such a huge game like this, with a chance to move yourself just one game away from the championship series. The Lady Tigers a couple years ago were in that spot and won their first 2 games on the opening day. They love to put themselves in that spot. And listen, as the number 1 seed, I don't want to say it's expected, but kind of is. You've earned that for a reason, because you've played as the best team in the state all year. Now I think it's really tight between them and La Cueva, and you throw in Centennial, of course. And I think the question will be with Cibola. They're the 5 seed. They've played exceptionally well all year long. Does that game back in March mean anything? It's about a month and a half ago that these 2 teams played here in the Albuquerque area. So, essentially a road game for Alamo, and it was not at this high school, but over at I believe it was at Rio Rancho High School. So, these kind of similar situations. Cibola wasn't the home team in that, but Alamo obviously had to make a much longer road trip to get to that game. So, it's one of those things that, the positive for the Lady Tigers obviously is that Sydney Lessentine pitched really well in that game for Alamogordo. Lady Tigers were able to get on the scoreboard and give her a cushion, and I'm sure they love to have something different. Now, I think they are going to be the home team in this game, which I said that's kind of an unusual thing for the Lady Tigers. It almost always seems like they end up losing the coin flip and are the away team. So they'll get to come out and pitch first, which I think, again, with Sid, that's something you definitely want to have and are excited to have, that you get a good solid first inning and come up to the plate if she comes out and pitches well. So we shall see. We are still waiting to get this one underway, hopefully here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Alamogordo and Cibola will get this one underway. They're running infield drills on each side here, up the first baseline, up the third baseline, and then outfield drills happening as well for both teams. So they're running through their warm-ups and getting ready for this second game of the day for both teams. Cibola beat Oregon Mountain earlier today, and, of course, Alamogordo with the win over Piedra Vista. An extended version of your Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Let's go ahead and take another break, and we'll return here from Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho as the Alamogordo Lady Tigers and the Cibola Cougars face off.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Cleveland High School. And this is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Both teams are into their dugouts now. We've got the umpire and crew ready to go. And I don't know if we're going to have the meeting. Yeah, I think they're going to bring the lineups out. So we're still not quite there. We have the lineups for let's quickly talk about Cibola. Coming into this game, it's 19-9 on the season, 6-2 in district, which their district included Rancho and Val Vista. And so won that district, not on record with Rancho, but ended up winning that district and won them the 5 seed. And as we mentioned, the teams did play earlier this season, with Alamogordo getting the win in the game. So we'll see if anything switches up. If you're a Tigers fan, hoping that it does not, and the Lakers can up another win and get out with a victory and face tomorrow with likely early versus Centennial, but having final scores games, and I think because Cuevas is playing Mayfield now, and I believe Centennial is also playing now as they face off against Carlsbad. That game might be getting close to finishing, but it is still one of those that we don't have any updates for you on that. All right, let's run through this Cibola lineup. They will hit first and be led off by Amaya Castile. She's the center fielder. Gabby Moncala. Let me make sure I'm getting that right. I was reading it off the lineup card, so I'm going through their Moncada. Okay. That was a D. Hannah Barraza, she's the shortstop, hitting third. Annika Marquez, she is the second baseman and cleaning up. Zeta Avetta, number 1. She is Olivetta. Okay, that makes more sense. Trying to read coach's handwriting is a challenge sometimes. Zeta Olivetta. She's wearing number 16. She's playing first base. Macy Melvin is wearing number 1. And she will be pitching in this game. Number 8 for the Cougars is, let's see, Presley Peak Ruschetti. And she is the DP in this game. As we get the, I have to go through the, I'm writing the lineup card, or my lineup sheet as I'm talking to you guys at the moment. So if you wonder if there's a little bit of silences here. Ava Benavides will be flexed out in this game as Presley Peak Rossetti is hitting for her. And Benavides, she is the catcher in this game for Cibola. Number 2 is Ashley Varela, and she is the starting third baseman. And number 12, Athena Joyce, is the left fielder for the Cougars here in Game 1, and that's their entire lineup. Lady Tigers defensive setup, same as it has been with Haley Evans behind home plate. Sydney Lessentine pitching, of course. Alyssa Bautista at first. Amani Kosum at second. Iceland Ortiz at short. Third baseman is Chloe Lunar. Left field, Madison Ruiz. Center field is Maylee Herrera, and right field is Alexis Rodriguez. We're ready to get this one underway. Left-handed hitting Amaya Castile leads it off for Cibola. They are in white jerseys with brown numerals outlined in yellow. And the first pitch is going to miss outside, and we're underway. Alamogordo, same jerseys earlier today. Black jerseys with gold numerals and lettering. Lady Tiger fast pitch in cursive on the front. And high white socks with black pants as well. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Castile. And the count evens up at 1-1. Hitters will, especially as we get later into the day, could be looking right at the sun. Now, if we get some of this cloud cover to move over our direction, it won't be an issue, but certainly could be for hitters as we get into the later innings, as that pitch just misses, I believe, inside. And the count is 2-1. Leadoff hitter for Cibola, as our second game of the day is underway. And Lessentine winds and deals. Fouled off and back to the screen. And the count evens up at 2-2. Lady Tiger dugout is up the third baseline, and Cibola's dugout is up the first baseline. We're sitting kind of adjacent to the first baseline next to the scorer's table. As Lessentine looks in on a 2-2 count. Here it comes. That's in there, called strike 3, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Gabby Moncada, starting right fielder, as she steps up to the plate for the first time and was getting a little bit of advice from Amaya Castile before she went into the batter's box. Lessentine into her motion. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a called strike, and the count's 0-1. Anna Barraza in the on-deck circle for the Cougars. Second straight year that Alamogordo and Cibola have played in the state tournament. Here's the pitch. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that is right. Well, you know, I don't think they played Cibola last year. Pitch misses 1-1. I know they played earlier this season, but because Alamo beat La Cueva, I'm going to have to go back and look at last year. For some reason in my mind, I thought they had played Cibola in the tournament last year, too. Here's the pitch. Fouled off and out of play. 1-2 the count. So the Lady Tigers dropped that opening game to PV. But as for what happened after that, it was a year ago. It really doesn't feel like it was that long ago. I feel like I was sitting in the same spot yesterday for some reason. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses high. And the count runs to 2-2 now on Moncada. Alamogordo beat Mayfield and then La Cueva, and then lost to Piedra Vista last season. Fouled off and out of play again by Moncada, and we'll keep the count at 2-2. You know, been more of a paced early start to this game. Alamogordo kind of mowed through the competition against PV, and Sydney almost rarely faced a count where she was behind. This is softly hit and takes a wild little skip. Letting it touch anything. That's a foul ball. So that's a break for the Lady Tigers, as Chloe Lunar never touched it up that third base line. And so that was lucky, in all honesty, because she put the glove out there to try to field it, and you could tell coming off the bat that it had a good bit of English on it, and it ended up squibbing up the third base line, or over the third base line, and so we'll do the 2-2 again. Otherwise, runners on there. Looking for the spot on the outside corner, didn't get it. Coach Reyes wanted it. Everybody wanted it on the Lady Tigers side, but didn't get the call. So the count is full now. 3-2 with the bases empty. One out in the top of the first inning. Lessentine winds and deals. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Now, certainly working hard. Nisa at bats harder than she had to earlier today. And getting into some battles here against the Cibola batters early. But certainly, got to think she wasn't too overworked in game one today. And this has popped up, but out of play up the third base line. And we'll do it again. So this will be the ninth pitch of the at-bat. As Gabby Moncada tries to get something started for her team in the top of the first inning. Tap of the bat on the plate. And is ready to go. Lessentine leans over, looks in. Hands way over her head, and this one apologies on getting there, folks. You really haven't missed anything. As the Lady Tigers and the Lady Cougars, a line out from Gabby Moncada and a strikeout for Amaya Castile. And there's two down. Pitch misses high, and the count's 1-1. Lessentine will check her wrist sheet. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 to the number 3 hitter for Cibola. Lady Tigers looking for a 1-2-3 inning. It's been some work, though. 9-pitch at bat against Moncada. And to work a little bit against Castile as well. Another 2 strikes. Cibola's been good at getting bats a ball and keeping at bats alive. Not here, though. Strikeout Lessentine, and the inning is over. So 2 strikeouts for Sydney Lessentine here in the first inning, and the Lady Tigers will come to the plate as we go to the bottom of the first inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard with no score. Huge thank you to our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch sponsors. Give a shout out to Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, First National Bank, Maskey's Heating and Cooling, and 84 Lumber. 84 Lumber at 3434 White Sands. Maskey's Heating and Cooling, installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion. First National Bank, main branch at 414 10th Street, Tularosa and Cloudcroft branches. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company at 909 Delaware Avenue. And JBL Construction and Consulting, Bobby Lotta, owner. Give them a call at 575-430-5105. And we'll continue to thank our sponsors as we go throughout the broadcast. And we'll also hear from our season-long sponsors. We appreciate them, and please go and tell them that you heard us or heard them here on Alamo Sports and Talk, and go see what they have for you at the various locations that we mention and you hear ads from. All right, let's get you the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers, the batting order, I should say. Same as the frame. Amoxum will lead things off. Maylee Herrera will hit second. Sydney Lessentine batting third. Chloe Lunar in the cleanup spot for the Lady Tigers. Haley Evans will hit fifth, followed by Alexis Rodriguez. Alyssa Bautista in the 7th spot. Davi Gonzalez hits 8th, and Iceland Ortiz will round out the lineup for the Lady Tigers. Pitching is Macy Melvin for the Cougars. Kosum shows bunt. Pitch misses down and in. And, of course, Amani Kosum got things started with a bang in the first game of the day on a solo home run. And she'll watch this pitch in for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Defensive census for Cibola. Ava Benavides, the catcher. Zeta Oliveira is the first baseman and the second baseman. And we'll tell you here in just a second. As that pitch misses down, I believe. And the count is 2-1. Annika Marquez is the second baseman. Third baseman is Ashley Varela. And Anna Barraza, the shortstop. Here comes the 2-1. And hard hit, and right back up the middle for a base hit, and Kosum reaches, and the Lady Tigers are in business here early with Maylee Herrera coming to the plate. Rest of the defensive setup for Cibola. Left field is Athena Joyce. Castile's the center fielder. Gabby Moncada is the right fielder. So stepping in the left-hand batter's box is Herrera. We'll see if she's looking to bunt here. Kosum's trying to steal. Kosum's going. And a little bit of a delay from the catcher. And an easy stolen base there for Kosum. And I believe it was called a ball at the plate. And so the count is 1-0. Runner on second for the Lady Tigers and Herrera. Wouldn't be a shock to see her try to bunt this. Yeah, Kosum trying to steal third, and she's going to do it. Kosum steals second and third. And the Lady Tigers have a runner on third and a 2-0 count here to make Samara. Now, I don't think she'll be bunting here. She'll be swinging away. Pitch is high. And 3-0 now to Herrera. Now, the Lady Tigers have been able to jump in front of every game so far in the state tournament. Got in front early against Cleveland. Earlier today against PV. As this is fouled off and out of play by Herrera, 3-1. Herrera steps back in. And here comes the pitch from Melvin. Misses that one. And it's a walk. So corners now for the Lady Tigers. And you got to believe that Herrera is going to be trying to move towards second early in the at-bat. And I have to imagine as well, Cibola will probably just take that and not let Kosum score. Got to be aware of the double steal if you're the Cougars. Lessentine showing bunt, brings it back. Herrera will go. They will throw. And they've got Kosum tied up, but she's able to get back to the bag at third. She was about a third of the way up the line and had to stop. And Amani looks to be a little worse for wear after diving head first back into third, but yeah, she's holding her her stomach area at the moment. She's okay. 0-1 the count to Lessentine. And trying to hit the outside corner, Melvin doesn't get the call. And the count evens at 1-1. Adelmas down and in. The count's 2-1. Runners on second and third here in the bottom of the first inning for Alamogordo. And Lessentine ahead in the count, 2-1 after falling behind. Melvin winds and deals. And Lessentine gets a piece of it. To the screen it goes. And the count evens up at 2-2. Lessentine, couple of extra practice swings. And ready to go. Here comes the pitch from Melvin. And she rips it out to left field. That is down for a base hit. They will send Herrera around. The throw is going to be off the mark, and it's a 2 RBI double for Sydney Lessentine. And the Lady Tigers get in front early here, 2-0. See a courtesy runner for the Lady Tigers. And it is Addie Chamberlain again. She ran in the first game and has been running for Sid anytime she's come out of the game. And Lenar try to keep it going here. With a runner on second, still nobody out. Single, walk, double. And the Lady Tigers are in front 2-0. in the bottom of the first inning. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. We'll see if they send Chamberlain. She rounds third. The throw will not get there in time. It was cut off. And an RBI single for Chloe Lunar. And the Lady Tiger Bats picking up where they left off in the first game. And it is now 3-0 with Haley Evans coming to the plate and Lunar on first. And watching that pitch miss outside. It counts 1-0. Evans hitting from the right-hand side. Lady Tiger catcher. As Melvin winds and deals. This is popped up and playable here in shallow center field. And that is grabbed out there by Amaya Castile. And there's one down. Bring him Alexis Rodriguez now. Alexis had a good first game. Was on, I think, 3 of the 4 times, walked a couple of times. There's the pitch. Watches that one in there for a strike, and the count's 0-1. 3-0 Lady Tigers on the Richardson Motor scoreboard if you are just joining us. Started about 15-20 minutes ago. Second game of the day for the Lady Tigers. And that pitch above the belt misses. And the count evens up at 1-1. Looks like we're going to get a break from the sun again. Which, again, for the hitters, I think later in the evening may be an issue. And Lunar trying to steal, and she gets in there. And so another stolen base for the Lady Tigers. That's 3 in the inning, or 4 in the inning, I should say. As Herrera had one as well. 2-1 the count at the plate, and another runner in scoring position for the Lady Tigers. Down and in, it misses. And it's 3-1 now. And outside it misses, and she draws a walk. And so first and second now for the Lady Tigers. And Alyssa Bautista, the lefty, will come to the plate. The spot in the order has been tough for teams to get out in recent weeks. Whether it's Alexis, Alyssa, Davi, they've really swung the bat well as district rolled along and into the state tournament. Bautista showing bunt, brings it back, and that'll be a called strike. Counts 0-1. There's the pitch. In there for a strike as well as Melvin gets ahead in the count 0-2. Still just 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second for the Lady Tigers. 3 runs already home. The 0-2. And a 1 hop back to the catcher. And the count 1-2 now. Three hits in the inning for the Lady Tigers. And this hard hit but foul up the third base side. And the count will stay 1-2. 3 hits, 2 walks. Did I say? Yeah. 3 hits, 2 walks for the Lady Tigers. And Bautista still behind in the count. It's 1-2. The pitch. Didn't get the call. That one, I think, missed low. Hard to tell from this side if it was outside as well. 2-2. Yeah, up here at the state tournament, I have a better view usually of high-low than inside-outside, which back at home, I'm more the inside-outside. And a ground ball off the third base side. We'll do it again. Count is 2-2 to the Lady Tiger first baseman. Chloe Lunar stands at second, and Alexis Rodriguez at first. Sydney Lesentine, a 2 RBI double. Chloe Lunar, an RBI single, has us 3-0 right now. Lady Tigers in front on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Another 2-2. Swings and misses, and a strikeout for Melvin. And there's 2 down. And it'll bring up Daviana Gonzalez, who had 3 big RBIs in game 1 today. Give her 8 RBIs for the state tournament. She had 5 against Cleveland and 3 against PV. And wants to keep this inning going for the Lady Tigers. Here's her first opportunity here against Melvin. She'll watch that one in there. And we've missed high, maybe a bit outside. And the count is 1-0 to Gonzalez. The 1-0. And this one up the middle, but it'll be an easy play for the shortstop. She'll toss it on to second. I think she actually stepped on the bag herself, Anna Barraza. But we can throw in Annika Marquez into that as well. So the Lady Tigers lead 2-on. They get 3 hits, no Cibola errors, and 3 runs for Alamogordo. They lead 3-0 after 1 inning of play. Sydney Lessentine back out to pitch in the top half of the inning. We will take a break and return right after this.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Lady Tigers 3, the Lady Cougars nothing. Class 5A state tournament. Winner of this game would move 1 win away from the championship game. First pitch to Annika Marquez is fouled off, and it's 0-1. Sydney Lessentine struck out a pair in that first inning. Did have to go through a 9-pitch at-bat, but she won that battle. Fouled off and out of play, and she's quickly heading the count here 0-2. To Marquez. 4, 5, and 6 in the order due up for Cibola. And it's Marquez, Olivera, and Melvin. As Lessentine looks in. There's the pitch. Outside it misses 1-2. Lessentine, Evans, Lunar, Ortiz, Kosum, Bautista the infield. Ruiz, Herrera, and Rodriguez, the outfield for the Lady Tigers. No changes. There's the pitch. Fouled off, and Marquez keeps the at-bat alive. Count remains 1-2. So we saw a lot in the first inning was Cibola hitters able to get bat to softball and keep some at-bats alive and force Sid to throw more pitches. As here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's out of the catcher's mitt, but Evans will toss it on to first, no problem. And there's 1 down. Just kind of popped out of there, but I think she was more on the she's just trying to pop it into her throwing hand. So to bring up Zeta Olivera, the first baseman, hitting from the left-hand side, will come to the plate for the first time this evening. As Lessentine into her motion, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. Three strikeouts for Lessentine through the first 4 hitters. And gets ahead in the count here. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and 0-2. Macy Melvin awaits in the on-deck circle for the Lady Cougars. Lessentine once again looks dialed in. into her motion. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. And on 3 consecutive pitches, Lessentine picks up her 4th strikeout. And Macy Melvin, the pitcher for the Lady Cougars, will come to the plate. Lady Tiger infields, meets quickly after the strikeout, and now back to their positions as Melvin, hitting from the right-hand side, comes to the plate. The pitch from Lessentine. Right at the knees and in there for a called strike, and the count's 0-1. No breeze to speak of here this afternoon. I think as we kind of got some thunderstorms in the area, we may see breezes kick up a little bit, but that's in there for a called strike as well. Right at the knees. Cibola fans thought it was below the knees. And so the count's 0-2. Lessentine trying to strike out the side here. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and she does so. 5 strikeouts for Lessentine through 6 batters. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning with Alamogordo still in front 3-0. Shout out to our state tournament sponsors. I want to thank Casi Tierra, Title and Abstract at 2420 North White Sands. Seaburger Dermatology at 1401 10th Street, Suite C. Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Remax of Alamogordo at 3410 North White Sands. Casa Auto Group, Casa Toyota, Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Casa Chevy GMC. 4 great locations and online at CasaAutoGroup.com. Padilla Brothers Investments, 575-551-1883. 84 Lumber at 3401 North White Sands. JBL Construction and Consulting, Bobby Lotta owner. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, 575-437-5810. First National Bank, main branch at 414 10th Street in Alamogordo, 575-437-4880. And Matzke's Heating and Cooling, installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion, 575-551-1351. And we'll hear from our season-long sponsors at the inning break, but a huge shout-out to OFCU, Ochoa Stucco, First National Bank, the Winner's Circle, Local Credit Union, and Richardson Motor Company. And speaking of your scoreboard, 3-0. Lady Tigers in front, and leading things off for Alamogordo is Iceland Ortiz, and the first pitch into her is in for a strike. So 0-1 the count to the Lady Tigers shortstop. I should say a bunt, but fielded nicely by Melvin, and she'll toss it on to first, and good cover by the second baseman, Marquez. And there's one down. So to top the order, which started off the game with a bang, Kosum singled, stole 2 bases, and scored. Maylee Herrera walked, stole a base, and scored. And then Sydney Lessentine, 2 RBI double, Chloe Lenar, RBI single. Let's see how they do second time through the order. There's a ground ball right to short, and it's off the glove of the shortstop into the outfield, and Kosum will reach on an E6. And we'll see if Alamogordo's as aggressive stealing bases here. They were able to, I wonder if maybe you don't see pitch outs in softball a ton. But I think definitely if you're Melvin, you're going fastball here early. And the pitch is in the dirt, and so Kosum is going to try to get to third. Oh, she's out. And Kosum made a mistake there. There was nobody covering the bag initially, but the third baseman was able to get there in time as Varela got there and was able to tag her out. And so the Lady Tigers lose the base runner. Would have had a runner on second. And Kosum, trying to be a little too aggressive, is out. And pitch is going to miss a little high. And the count's 2-0.
Back there, Blue.
a ground ball foul by Herrera. And the count is 2-1. 2 outs, and Lady Tigers not having as much success in this part through the order. We'll see if Herrera can do something with 2 outs. And fouled off and out of play, and the count evens up at 2-2. Lady Tigers scored that big 8-run inning against PV earlier today, all with 2 outs. And what felt like a really unassuming inning and turned into a huge one, so you just never know. As Herrera waits for the 2-2. That's a called strike 3, and the inning is over. So, Lady Tigers go down in order, ground out, reached on an error, but caught stealing. And Herrera strikes out. So we're through 2 complete. Alamogordo in front, 3-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And we will take a break in return. You're listening to Lady Tiger Fast Pitch on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As Lessentine into her motion and will miss high and outside. Presley Peak Rossetti to the plate as the designated player, hitting in the number 7 spot. It'll be her, followed by Ashley Varela, and then Athena Joyce. 7, 8, 9 in the order. Lessentine 5 strikeouts through the first 6 hitters. But behind in the count here early. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. And Peak Rossetti really went after that pitch. Almost lost her balance coming across the plate. And the count is 1-1. And the pitch from Sid. As she took a little bit off on that. 1-2. Got the Cibola hit her a little bit in front of it. And Peak Rossetti will take a big practice swing outside of the box and step in. Lessentine brings the 1-2. And a high pop-up out of play behind home plate. And the count will even up, or rather go to 1-2. And the home plate umpire needs some softballs. And those are brought in. And he'll toss it back out to Lessentine. Sid'll check her wrist sheet. And here comes the 1-2. Fouled off and back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Lady Cougars. And another 1-2 and another foul off, and she continues to earn some extra pitches here. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat as the count sits at 1-2. 3-0 Lady Tigers, if you're just tuning in. Alamogordo with 3 hits in that first inning. Went down in order in the second. Cibola has gone down in order in the first and the second inning. The 1-2. High and outside. Couldn't get her to chase. And the count goes 2-2. So good a bat here by Pete Grassetti. And she tries to get something started for her team. And Lessentine looking for that pitch to see if she can keep the momentum going. Here's the 2-2. This is hit hard in the air to left field, but Ruiz will get to it. And there's one down. Well, initially off the bat, look, it might be carrying more than it was, but that was in, I would say, medium left center field. Just the second time the ball's been put into play by Cibola. As Ashley Varela will come to the plate now, the starting third baseman to the plate. And the pitch from Lessentine. Swing and a miss from Varela, and the count is 0-1. Same defense for the Lady Tigers. Infields, Lessentine, Evans, Ortiz, Lunar, Kosum, and Bautista. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And, of course, we just mentioned Maddie Ruiz, but Maylee Herrera and Alexis Rodriguez in the outfield. Just in case you're tuning in, you know who is where. Sydney Lessentine ahead in the count, 0-2. We've said that a lot here early in this game. Here comes the pitch to Varela. That's down. And the count's 1-2. You hear Coach Ronnie Reyes say, good pitch. Not anything the hitter could have done anything with, and it really didn't miss by much. So if you're going to miss, that's the good spot to do it. The 1-2. And here's a hard hit ball, but foul at the first base line. And we'll keep the count at 1-2. And again, we need some softballs to the home plate umpire, as we've had a number fouled off. And we're ready to go here. Lessentine has the softball that was just fouled off up the first base line. And she looks into Evans. There's the pitch. Called strike three, and a little bang of the bat on the dirt by Varela. And first time that I take the second time that a Cibola batter has gone down looking. And it'll bring up Athena Joyce, the left fielder, in her first at-bat of the day. Top of three. Alamogordo's in front 3-0. As Lessentine ready to go. Showing bunt is Joyce. Puts the bat back up on her shoulder. She swings and misses. And the count is 0-1. I haven't seen too many tries from Cibola hitters to lay down bunts, but see if that changes. She is looking to bunt, but she fouls it off, and now she's behind in the count 0-2, so very likely won't be bunting now in that spot. However, this season I've seen more hitters foul off bunts with 2 strikes and get called out than I feel like I maybe ever have, so who knows? She may try to put one down here. Here comes the 0-2. And that'll miss high, maybe a bit inside as well. And the count now 1-2. 2 outs and the base is empty. Top of the third. And Lessentine looks for another 1-2-3 inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. Lessentine with 7 strikeouts through 3 innings of work. And down in order again goes Cibola. And we go to the bottom of the third inning with Alamogordo in front 3-0. The Lady Tigers will bring up their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to get things started in the next inning. Let's give a shout out to our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch State Tournament sponsors. Thanks to Pitia Brothers Investments and 575-551-1883 for your real estate needs, also on Facebook. First National Bank, the main branch at 414 10th Street. Tularosa and Cloudcroft branches, and give them a call at 575-437-4880. Matsky's Heating and Cooling, installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion, 575-551-1351. Casa y Tierra, title and abstract, serving Alamogordo for over 20 years. 2420 North White Sands, 575-434-6770. And 84 Lumber at 3401 North White Sands, 575-434-3850. So 3-4-5 in the order for the Lady Tigers. That is Sydney Lessentine, Chloe Lunar, and Haley Evans. Lessentine, 2 RBI double to get the scoring started for the Lady Tigers. And she'd love to get something started here in the bottom of the third and add on to her team's lead. But as a pitcher, you always like to be adding on to the advantage. Give yourself as much breathing room as possible. As here comes the pitch from Melvin. And that'll hit the outside corner for a called strike. And it's 0-1. And the bottom of the third inning is underway. Lessentine steps back in. And the pitch from Melvin. And that pitch just above the belt. And the count will even at 1-1. All 3 hits came from the top 4 in the order for the Lady Tigers in that first inning. And Sid will pop this one up and should be playable. It's in foul territory up the third base side. And making the grab over there at third. Unfortunately, the umpire was kind of in the way, and the catcher couldn't see what took place up that third base line. But Sid is out. And a nice play by the third baseman, Ashley Varela. And there is 1 down. Brings up Chloe Lunar, singled. An RBI. She also picked up a stolen base in her last trip to the base pass. And she'll foul off the first one right in our direction here behind home plate. And the count is 0-1. Melvin's a fast worker. She's usually ready to go and get the pitch to the hitter before they're even ready into the box. There's some pitchers have a certain routine that they like to work a little bit quicker. Sometimes they mix it up. Sydney likes to mix it up. And a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there from Melvin. Count is 0-2 as she got Lunar ahead of it. And Sid will sometimes work a little bit slower, more methodically, and sometimes she's ready to go and ready for the next pitch right away. Melvin's been pretty quick the entire game. As here comes the 0-2. And that one will miss high and inside. Lunar leans back out of the way. The count's 1-2. And it's all about, for hitters and pitchers, that rhythm of, being able to time things well. Anything you do to gain advantage, right? 1-2. Trying to hit that outside corner on the off speed. Doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-2. A little bit of protesting, but then kind of stopped afterwards from I think both the Cibola bench and the Cibola fans. 2-2. And inside it misses, and Lunar, after falling behind in the count, gets it full, 3-2. Haley Evans in the on-deck circle for the Lady Tigers. The pitch. And that'll miss. And a really good at-bat there from Chloe Lunar. After falling behind 0-2, she works a walk out of it and gets on the base paths again. And Haley Evans, who popped out to center field in her first at-bat, will come to the plate with 1 out and a runner on. And Evans will look to her wrist sheet. I was a little surprised when Chloe stole second. She hasn't done that a lot this season, in the games I've seen at least. They show bunt, and I think it was a called strike. I don't believe she went around, but 0-1. And we'll see if Evans is again looking to put one down here. Hard hit, but foul up the third base line, and the count is 0-2. I always find it interesting how you got some teams that when they're at bat, a lot of yelling and different chants and stuff. Cibola does that. Alamogordo is a very quiet team. They used to do that, but I don't know if it just has to do with the players or coaches, or obviously it's the same coaching staff, but obviously it's worked well for the Lady Tigers this year. Here's a ground ball and a base hit for Evans as she sneaks it by the third baseman, Varela, And the Lady Tigers putting something together here with one out in the inning. A walk and then a single, and Alexis Rodriguez, who walked in her first at-bat, comes to the plate. And so Rodriguez into the box with a great opportunity here with a runner in scoring position. And that pitch will miss outside. And 1-0 to Rodriguez, who has been proficient at drawing walks in recent weeks. Certainly in the state tournament, just getting on base. And that's the backstop, and that'll allow both runners to move up. And so it's now second and third here for the Lady Tigers with one out and a 2-0 count here to the Alamogordo right fielder. Lady Tigers trying to add on to a 3-0 lead. 2-0 is a ground ball and a base hit. That'll bit through. They will hold Evans at third. And an RBI single for Alexis Rodriguez, and it's 4-0 Alamogordo. Runners in the corners now for Alyssa Bautista. And still just one out in the inning. Showing bunt, brings it back, and they will throw to the middle of the field and allow Rodriguez to advance to second, not let Alamogordo work the double steal. And so now second and third here for Bautista, and a 1-0 count. The Alamogordo lefty. Melvin into her motion. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Bautista. Up the third base line and out of play, and the count's 1-1. And, well, they're interesting. The home plate umpire gave her a different softball. I think maybe that one's a little bit more worn in. I think brand new softballs sometimes can be a little bit tougher. Here's a ground ball, base hit up the middle. Another run will score. They will send the runner home. Here's Rodriguez. She will get there and stopping at first base, and it's a 2 RBI single for Alyssa Bautista. And Alamogordo has now doubled their lead. They lead 6-0. Or I should say doubled their lead from what they were going into this inning. And they jump in front 6-0. Bautista at first, and Daviana Gonzalez will come to the plate. Has been anything flashy in this inning, a walk. And kind of a seeing-eye single from Evans, and Rodriguez with a single up the middle. And here's a pop-up on the infield. And Gonzalez will be the second out as she pops out to the shortstop with 2 down. Barraza making the play for Cibola. Iceland Ortiz, who grounded out to the pitcher on a bunt attempt, will step to the plate. 2 down now. Lady Tigers already with 3 runs home in this inning and lead 6-0. And fouled off by Ortiz. Counts 0-1. Back into the box and ready to go is Ortiz. Here comes the pitch from Melvin. And goes off speed, and I don't think that missed high. Hard to tell from this direction or this spot of whether that was in or out. But a pretty good pitch there from Melvin. Doesn't get the call. Counts 1-1. And a ground ball foul up the first base side here for Ortiz. And the count's 1-2. 3 hits in the inning for the Lady Tigers, 3 runs home. And give them 6 hits for the game now. Pretty proficient, 6 runs, 6 hits. Fouled off by Ortiz. She keeps the at-bat alive, counts 1-2. And the Lady Tigers have just left the 2 on. Like to avoid leaving another on. But big thing is they haven't left runners on in scoring position, just the 1. As here comes the pitch. And gets a piece of it again, fouls it off on top of the Alamogordo dugout on the third base side. And the count will stay 1-2. There's the pitch. And this is hit hard to right field, but right at him. And making the catch over there is Gabby Moncada. And the inning is over. But the Lady Tigers with 3 hits and 3 runs. No Cibola errors. And 1 left on for Alamogordo as we go top of the 4th. Lady Tigers in front now 6-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. We'll return to Rio Rancho right after this. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Top of the 4th inning, and a pitch misses low to lead it off to Amaya Castile, and the count's 1-0. Richardson Motor scoreboard shows the Alamogordo Lady Tigers leading the Cibola Lady Cougars 6-0. And Sydney Lessentine back out to pitch. And she's got 7 strikeouts, one of those strikeouts to Amaya Castile. And again low, and falls behind in the count 2-0. Castile, Moncada, and Barraza, who all struck out in the first inning, to the plate. Sid toes the rubber. Into the wind. Here's the pitch. And again, misses low. All 3 pitches have missed pretty much in the same location. That time a 1-hop back to the catcher. And Lessentine ready to go. We'll see if Castile is taking here. And she is, and it's right in there for a strike. 3-1. I believe the first 3-0 count for Lessentine in this game. And she's only gone to 3 balls in a count once. That was to Moncada, who worked a 9-pitch at-bat before flying out. 3-1. And a bunt, and it goes to short. Ortiz to first. And well, honestly couldn't tell. She's in there in time, so a bunt single. And so the first base runner and the first hit of the day. And it brings up Gabby Moncada as Cibola tries to get something started. And runner goes. Here's the throw. Got her. What a throw by Evans. Umpire says tagged her as she was going by before she got to the bag. She's still standing out at second. Umpire still gesturing that tagged her on her shoulder before she got into the bag. And now the Cibola coach going to go talk to him. I mean, I guess the only thing he could do is ask the other umpires if they saw anything differently. It was really a bang-bang play. And so he is going to go to the home plate umpire, and we'll see if the first base umpire comes over as well. See if that they saw anything different. And going to say still out. So caught stealing. Nice play by Evans. And it erases the base runner. And honestly couldn't tell you what the count is at the plate. But Moncada ready to face another one here. Okay, it's 1-0. And fouled off and out of play, and it'll go 1-1 now. It was a very close play, and the throw was just in front of the bag, and it was Ortiz coming across to apply the tag. And umpire thought he got it to her before she got to second base. Check swing. Did she go around? They'll check over to first. I believe they said she did not. 2-1. I can't see up the first base line. I can see everywhere else, but I can't see up the first base line, unfortunately. Of course, if I were sitting on the third base line, I wouldn't be able to. There'd be more plays and stuff going over that direction, I'm sure. And this is hit hard to left center field, and that is over the fence for a home run. And so Cibola gets on the board. Gabby Moncada, a solo home run, and it is 6-1. Now a little bit of confidence there for Cibola. And we'll see how the Lady Tigers shake that off as they surrender their first run of the day. And home plate umpire needs a couple of extra softballs. And they'll toss it into him. And Lessentine will get some high fives from her teammates, and she'll try to settle down here and not let this inning turn into anything bigger. That's why you love that insurance when you find yourself up 6-0. You can have a mistake like that and, just settle down and bounce back from it. But the question is, second time through the order, does Cibola get something started here? As Anna Barraza come plate, struck out her first time up. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Now, that's definitely a little bit of a confidence booster if you're Sid. Now, and Lessentine's a veteran, a senior, the only senior in this group. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Probably just make her mad more than else. I don't know. Sid doesn't. She's very even keel out on the softball field, and that's probably in a situation like that. That's great to have that. Don't get too high, too low. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. What a nice bounce back there from Lessentine, as she notches her 8th strikeout after giving up the solo home run. And it'll be the number 4 hitter, Annika Marquez, coming to the plate. I will say the call at second base on the tag out looms pretty large. Could have easily been a 6-2 game. That ends up being just 1 run, as Marquez will foul off the first offering to her, and the count is 0-1. Again, got to give a lot of credit to Evans and Ortiz on making the play. Made it close enough. The umpire had to make a call, and it went the Lady Tigers' way. Lessentine looks in on an 0-1. Here it comes. Ground ball to the right side. Kosum fields cleanly. Toss to first in time, and the inning is over. So the Lady Tigers give up 2 hits, 1 run on a home run. Nobody left on for Cibola, and no Lady Tiger errors. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Lady Tigers will send their top 3 hitters to the plate, as Alamogordo will be back up to bat. Want to thank our Lady Tiger State Tournament sponsors: Casa Auto Group, Casa Toyota, Casa Honda, Casa Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Casa Chevy GMC, and CasaAutoGroup.com. Yeah. Seaberg Dermatology at 1401 10th Street, Suite C. 575-437-4533, DurhamHappy.com. Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Remax of Alamogordo, 3410 North White Sands, 8574. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, Jimmy and Tina Deere Ornos at 909 Delaware Avenue, 575-437-5810. And JBL Construction and Consulting, Bobby Lotta owner, striving for excellence in all they do. 575-430-5105. Make sure you check them out on Facebook. And, of course, we'll hear from our season-long sponsors at the inning break. Shout out to OFCU and Ochoa Stucco, Richardson Motor Company, First National Bank, the Winner's Circle, and Logo Credit Union. Amani Kosum leads things off for the Lady Tigers. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Alamogordo leads 6-1. Kosum shows bunt. And really made an attempt at the bunt, and the pitch is at the shoelaces, and the count's 1-0. Kosum 1 for 2. Did reach on an error, and as she stole a base, she tried to turn it into a second stolen base on the same play. That's in there for a called strike, and the count's 1-1, and she was tagged out at third. But she already has 3 stolen bases in this game. I have to give her the one at second. The Lady Tigers have shown a lot of aggression on the base pass in this game. And this one shot out to right field, and that's down for a base hit. And for the second time today, Kosum goes opposite field for a base knock and gets on. And I guess the question is, do they wait a pitch or do they go right away? You got to think that they would at least maybe try to mix it up here a little bit just so Cibola's not right away ready for it. Pitch is in the dirt. Yeah, she does not go this time. And the count's 1-0. Yeah, I think you have to at least not let them know that it's going to be on that first pitch that Herrera sees. Maybe this one. Second. I believe we have a called strike at the plate. And so make that 4 stolen bases now for Kosum. To left field. Sorry, the reason I was distracted is softball came in from one of the other fields, and boy, I would have never known that was making her way. But an RBI for Herrera. Those 2 stolen bases for Kosum work out perfectly, and the Lady Tigers get that run back that they lost in the last inning, and a first pitch strike. And so the Lady Tigers in front now 7-1. And Lessentine hits one in the air to shallow center field. Will it drop? It will. It'll fall right in front of the center fielder, and she didn't pick it up quickly enough to where it had gone. And so Sid's able to. We'll see Chamberlain come in again for the courtesy runner for the Lady Tigers. And Chloe Lunar with a great opportunity, just as she did in the first inning, has got Chamberlain on second and an opportunity to add to the Alamogordo lead. 1 down in the inning. And we are in the bottom of the fourth if you're it's 0-1. Lady Tigers been in control from the get. 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the third. Cibola scratched one back in the last inning, but the Lady Tigers have answered back and regained their 6th run. Haley Evans in the on-deck circle for Alamogordo. She has a single and a run scored today. And here comes the pitch. Fouled off, and well done. And here comes the pitch. And that'll miss high. And the count is 1-2. And Lennar will step back in. And the pitch. Didn't get the called strike 3. Melvin hopping up and down in front of the circle, wanted it. Did not get the call, and the count is 2-2. And definitely have not quite worked out for them. And here's a ground ball right back up the middle. Base hit. They send Chamberlain. Here's the throw. It's cut off. It won't get there in time. And another RBI single for Lunar. And the Lady Tigers lead 8-1. And this top of the order, again, coming through for Alamogordo. Haley Evans singled and scored her last time up. And hard hit and foul. Boy, good thing that Coach Ronnie Reyes was a little bit further towards the fence there. That and this one a pop-up to shallow left field. And that is caught. Running on and making the play is Moncada. A single and an RBI in her last at-bat. Kind of stopped halfway before she got to the bag. I'm not sure why she stopped, but stolen base. The softball popped out of the glove initially. Second stolen base today for Chloe. And a check swing to the left side of the infield. Field to cleanly toss on to first. And a strong play there from Anna Barraza ends the inning, but not before the Lady Tigers come up with 3 hits and 2 runs and have extended their lead now. It's 8-1 through 4 complete on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. We'll be right back here from Rio Rancho. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talks, 1230, 101 now.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And leading things off is Zeta Oliveira from the left-hand batter's box. And that's in there for a called strike. For Cibola. And this is hit in the air to left field. Ruiz charging on it. She's not going to be able to get to it. Looking to get it going here to begin this inning. And put a runner in scoring position right, and their pitcher comes to fouled off by Melvin. And 0-1 the count. Pete Rossetti in the on-deck circle. Also due up in the inning. And into her motion, here comes the pitch, and a swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Runner on second and nobody out. Top of 5. Lady Tigers trying to work. And called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Melvin looked a little frustrated with that call. And you'll see that a lot with pitchers. But the Lady Tigers certainly take it, and it is the 9th strikeout. As Lessentine winds and deals, and here's a pop-up that'll get out of play. And it'll hop off the dugout on the field just behind us. Cool. As here's the 0-1. Outside it misses, counts 0-2. I'm sorry, 1-1. In that first run through the order that put one in play. Ground ball, and that is fair. They will toss to first, and that one is going to get away. It one-hopped in the dirt. And the run will score, so an E5. Now I think Lunar kind of paused to wait and see what the runner was doing from second to third. And as she looked to throw to first, just didn't have the, I mean, she's definitely got the arm to get it. On top of the bag at third. So I mean, there's just little things. I mean, in your routine of making a play, and it's a long throw from right along the line, and you have to do it quickly. And I don't know if we're getting a pinch runner. If they're bringing in. will bring the catcher in, Ava Benavides, to run. And so Cibola has made it an 8-2 ball game after a double early and an error. And both plays kind of defensive. And here's a pickoff throw to first, and ooh, good dig there by Bautista. That one hopped into her. And here's a ground ball and a nice diving play by Kosum. She tosses on to first. And May. And the umpire. Okay, actually, he's walking out there to a different field position, but I thought he was going to check and make sure that Amani was all right. But what a play there. It said it'd be first and second with one out. Now it's a runner on second with two outs. And they're an out away from getting out of the inning. First pitch misses. And the count is 1-0. And that'll miss. And now 2-0 the count. Stevens, who struck out her first time up. As here comes the pitch from Sid. Fouled off and out of play. Count is 3-1 now. Runner on second. Top of five. One run home already in this inning for Cibola, but Alamogordo still in front, 8-2. And Lessentine looks in, and here it comes. Ground ball foul, and desperately trying to cut into Alamogordo's lead, and not a lot of innings left. They're in the top of the fifth. And Sydney Lessentine with the big strikeout here to finish up things in the fifth inning, or I should say in the top of the fifth inning. Thanks to our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch sponsors. First National Bank, main branch at 414 10th Street in Tularosa and Cloud. Seaburger Dermatology at 1401 10th Street, Suite C, 575-437-4533. Casa Auto Group, Casa Toyota, Casa Honda, Casa Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, and Casa Chevy GMC. Video Brothers Investments at 575-551-1883. And JBL Construction and Consulting. Bobby Lotta, owner. Striving for excellence in all they do, 575-430-5150. Back here now. Yes. Sorry. I'm getting issues there. Talk 12:31:9, folks. Having a little. Sports in 12:31:09. I think we're back this time. Here's the ground ball left side. Madison is 86. She has come in to replace Davi Gonzalez. She was being designated player for throughout the early part of this game, and she steps up and comes up with a base hit to the opposite field. Alyssa Bautista grounded out earlier in the inning, and so there's one down and a runner on here for Alamogordo. All right, I think we're good. For whatever reason, we were having a little bit of an issue there. Been working fine all day long. And Ruiz will steal second. Oh, no, she gets tagged out at second. Tried to. And Ortiz, I believe, thought that was the third out. It is not, so she will head back out. She was heading towards the dugout. Now, Lady Tigers not able to take advantage as they have most of this game I think there's something on like 7 or 8 stolen bases in this game. And Ortiz hitting the count 1-0, and that's a called strike, and the count is 1-1. 8-2 Alamogordo, as they lead Cibola here. And here comes the pitch. And hard hit, but right at the second baseman as Marquez makes the play. And the inning is over. So the Lady Tigers eventually go down in order. Ground outs a single, but caught stealing, and then lined out. So the Lady Tigers lead 8-2. We are through 5 completes. And Sydney Lessentine back out in the circle to begin the inning when we return. You're listening to Lady Tiger Fast Pitch on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, and a called strike on the first offering to the Cibola leadoff hitter, Amaya Castile, who singled and was tagged out trying to steal second back in the fourth. She struck out in her other at-bat. Castile hitting from the left-hand side. Here comes the 0-1, and she puts bat to it and sends it foul out of play at the third base side, and the count's 0-2. Castile back in the box, and I think we're waiting for a softball to make its way in, and I think there was an extra one, handed it back to the umpire. And Lessentine into her motion. Here's the 0-2. And this one hit hard to left center field on a running hit. That's going to go all the way out to the wall. Ruiz up with it, and turning it into a triple is Amaya Castile. And Cibola showing some life here in the late innings, top of the sixth. And they put a runner on third, and they bring up Gabby Moncada, who hit a home run her last time up. As the Cibola hitters are starting to have some success against Lessentine. Sid's given up 4 hits now after that triple. And 3 extra base hits, double, triple home run. As Lessentine into her motion, here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, and they will go home. And she gets down in front of the tag. Well, Lunar decided to go home, and it's one of those that maybe you take the sure out at first, but the fielder's choice brings a run in, and it's 8-3 now. Throw was there before the slide, but she was able to get in underneath the tag. And so runner on first with nobody out. And Anna Barraza will come to the plate. Try to keep the momentum going for Cibola. And that's in the dirt. Good snag by Evans out of the dirt, and the count's 1-0. Lessentine winds and deals. Swing and a miss from Barraza. And the count evens up at 1-1. Now the sun has peeked its way back out towards, we're looking out towards the west. And so as I said, for hitters, this could become a little bit of a challenge. Maybe a bit of a pitcher's advantage, which if you're Alamogordo, that's fine at this stage of the game. Hard hit right to left field and right in front of Ruiz. And so another hit, and Cibola's got runners on first and second. And I think that's going to bring Coach Ronnie Reyes to come out and talk to his pitcher. And so time is called. And while that's going on, let's give a shout out to our sponsors for bringing you the Lady Tiger Fast Pitch. Casa Tieta Title and Abstract, serving Alamogordo for over 20 years. 2420 North White Sands, 575-434-6770. Jake Roberts and Jessica Coles, Remax of Alamogordo. 3410 North White Sands, 575-446-8574. 84 Lumber and 3401 North White Sands, 575-434-3850. Matsky's Heating and Cooling, installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion, 575-551-1351. And Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, Jimmy and Tina Deere owners at 909 Delaware Avenue, 575-437-5810. Well, a big moment in this game as the Lady Tigers trying to hold on. They're still up by 5 runs, still a comfortable lead, but Cibola making it interesting as they've recorded a run and have gotten everybody on base in this inning. And Annika Marquez to the plate, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. The 0-1. Swing and foul tip into the glove, and the count's 0-2. Well, certainly if Sid can get the strikeout or get the out, that's a great visit to the mound, or to the circle. Try and settle things down a little bit. The 0-2. Hard hit to left field. Ruiz after it. She's got it. Great play by Maddie. And there's one down. She had to move back into her left to be able to make that play. And talk about what a difference in the game that could be if she's unable to snag that. But Ruiz on her horse gets out there and gets it. And the Lady Tigers have their first out of the inning. Still runners on first and second. And Zeta Olivetta, who doubled her last time up, comes to the plate. And she'll foul off the first pitch, 0-1. Down an 0-2 pitch. That one was sent to pretty deep left field on that last offering. A little bit of sprinkles falling again. We've been exceedingly lucky with the weather this afternoon after some unluckiness in the morning. And here's a pop-up that'll get out of play. Behind home plate, 0-2 the count. Now, they can keep it right here at 8-3. Lady Tigers can go up in the bottom of the inning and just be looking for some insurance to try to close this game out. As the rain picks up a little bit more. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. Big strikeout for Lessentine, and there's 2 down. 11 strikeouts for Sid. And that'll bring up Macy Melvin, who has struck out twice. Once swinging, once looking. Swing and a miss from Melvin, and it's 0-1. Now, Cibola has scored a run in each of the last 3 innings, but the difference between having some of those crooked numbers up there that the Lady Tigers have had, 3-3 and 2. Alamogordo's been able to keep the damage to a minimum. Can they continue it? Going around on the check swing is Melvin. Pitch was low, and the count is 0-2. Runners on first and second. 2 down. Lessentine trying to get out of trouble here. The pitch. And in the dirt. And it's spun away from Evans. Evans will just hold on to it. They can focus on the person at the plate here. Don't want to make it any easier to bring those runs in, but you're ahead in the count 1-2. Didn't want a misthrow up the line there, especially when it was pretty much done for when the runner's moving up. Fouled off and out of play, and Melvin keeps it alive here in the at-bat. A big 1-2 pitch yet again with runners on second and third. And into her motion. Here's the pitch from Lessentine. High and away, and laying off on it was Melvin, and the count evens at 2-2. Presley Peak Rossetti in the on-deck circle if Melvin is able to reach. But still one more pitch to waste here if you're Sid. As here comes the 2-2. Ground ball, base hit, and the run will score. So an RBI single from Melvin, and for the first time in this game, Cibola is able to put in more than one run in an inning, and it's not over yet. As it'll be runners on the corners, and now an 8-4 ball game. And Presley Peak Rossetti trying to continue things here for Cibola and cut into this Alamogordo lead. Cibola refusing to go away quietly in this game after Alamo jumped out 6-0. Pitch is high and away. And a 1-0 to Peak Rossetti, who reached on an error and popped out in her 2 at-bats. Three hits in the inning for Cibola. And inside it misses. She has got to lean back away. Pretty good shower come through. It is sunny, but it's raining. Pretty good at the moment. And here's the pitch. Ground ball and playable for Lunar. Toss on to first is in time, and the inning is over. But the Lady Tigers able to avoid a huge inning. It is 8-4 as we are through 5.5 innings. Lady Tigers will look for some insurance as we go to the bottom of the 6th after this break here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. One positive for the Lady Tigers. They got the top of the order coming up, and it's been a tough run through the top of the order for Cibola in this game. And low and away, it misses to Amani Kosum, who's 2 for 3. She's been on all 3 times. Reached on an error in her other at-bat. But 2 runs scored and 2 singles, 5 stolen bases for her. And that's to the backstop. And it's 2-0. And that's something to watch here as this one goes along, is with the rain picking up. Needing a towel or something to try and I think they're checking the dirt behind the pitching mound, or should they say the pitching rubber. And so they're bringing a towel out to Melvin. It's not the rain is not hard enough to mess up field conditions or anything, at least at the moment. And I don't think it's going to last a whole lot longer, but it's definitely something that will be for the pitchers. Both Melvin and Lessentine, just something that you'll have to deal with and make sure that your hand is dry before you throw a pitch. And an off-speed pitch that misses away. And it seems like Melvin's a little unsure on her footing. And hard to say if that dirt is getting tougher to deal with at this point. Here comes the 3-0. And in there for a called strike. And the count is 3-1. It's cold and rainy to start the day, and it's now, I would say cold, but it certainly isn't warm. Rainy now. That's the called strike. 3-2 as Kosum watched that one in. You know, certainly for Cibola, they cannot let Alamogordo add on a run or two and make that their challenge, as this one is hit to right field, but this time not on a rope like it has been the last couple of times, and Kosum will fly out to right, and there's one down. Brings up Maylee Herrera, who is 0 for 2. Does have an RBI and a sac fly. She's also got a walk and a run scored. 1 through 4 has been where Alamogordo's done a lot of their damage in this game. And now hearing a little bit more chanting from the Alamogordo dugout. So they don't hear that a ton throughout a game from them, but you're trying to get something rallied here as the pitch is in there for a called strike. I think the Alamogordo fans thought that one was inside. And if you're wondering if you're not hearing the Alamogordo fans quite as much, I'm kind of away from actually most of the fans here in this one. A ground ball foul up the first base side, and it's 0-2. They were right behind me when the game against Piedra Vista. I'm sure you probably did hear them, though. But a little tense right now if you're an Alamogordo fan. Still in control, but the momentum has definitely swung the other direction as the pitch misses low. And the count is 1-2 now to Herrera. And just being able to stem that if you're Alamo. As Melvin into her motion, here's the pitch. Called strike 3. And so Lessentine will come to the plate, and I think Coach Ronnie Reyes was not in agreement with that call. Kind of walked a few paces up the third base line, and so Lessentine will come to the plate. Sid is 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles, an RBI, or 2 RBIs, I should say, and 2 runs scored. And outside it misses, and the count 1-0. 2 down, and the Lady Tigers in front 8-4 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And an off-speed pitch just dropped below the knees, and it's 2-0 now to Sid. You can see the grass in the outfield glistening with the sun and the rain out there. Kind of a neat environment. Lessentine will pop this one up out of play, and it's 2-1. So I think we're the only game that's going on now. Yeah. I'm looking around. I don't believe there's anything going on in the number 1 field or the number 2 field. We're on 4. And that's low. And Cibola fans wanted the call, but that was, at least from this angle, was well below the knees. And the count's 3-1. Into the wind, and here's the pitch. And a ground ball, and through for a base hit. So Sid picks up her 3rd hit of the game. a single, and they'll put a runner on for Alamogordo. And the courtesy runner for the Lady Tigers is Chamberlain will come in, and Chloe Lunar, who's been very good with base runners on today. She got a couple of RBIs, a couple of singles, and a walk, 2 for 2. And can the Lady Tigers, as in the first game, make something happen here with 2 outs? Hasn't happened much in game 2 today, but would love to make something happen here. And runner goes, and Chamberlain will slide into second easily. And the shortstop kept the tag applied. Chamberlain gets up. That's another stolen base for Alamogordo. 1-0 the count at the plate. And that'll go off the glove to the backstop, and Chamberlain's up to third base now. Now, Lady Tigers still need a base hit, but if there's another wild pitch or pass ball, Alamogordo can push that lead back out a little bit. And the biggest thing here now is any type of base hit, and that run scores for the Lady Tigers. That one hops, and well done by the catcher Benavides to keep that in front of her, and it's 3-0. Runner on third and 2 down. Lunar foul off. A 3-0. And the count is 3-1. So the Lady Tigers have, and through the order, have not been shy about swinging on 3-0 pitches. I'm just feeling like that's one of the maybe the opportunities you'll get there on maybe a get it over pitch. 3-1. That's high. And Lunar draws the walk. So it'll be runners in the corners now, and Haley Evans with a big spot. Got to think Lunar will be aggressive here, trying to put the double steal into play. And Lunar's just got to put her head down and run to second and not, have any sort of pause there with 2 outs. In there for a strike. Lunar does not go. And it's 0-1. Haley is 1 for 3 today, a single back in the third. And he pop out in both the first and the 5th inning. And outside, the pitch misses. And the count goes to 1-1 now on Evans. Lunar at third, Lunar at first, Chamberlain at third. And that is in Sydney Lessentine's spot. Called strike on the 1-1, and the count goes to 1-2 now on Evans. Readjusting her face mask is Melvin, and looking to get out of this trouble here with runners in the corners. Evans will hit this in the air, but foul up the first base side. Good contact, but we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Evans settles back in. And the 1-2 delivery. And had to wait on that. Well done by Evans. And she was able to hold up and not go around early as Melvin went to the off-speed pitch again. Melvin's had good change of pace in this game and has made it challenging for the Lady Tiger hitters. Melvin rotating the ball in her right hand, now getting ready to pitch it. Ground ball to third. It's fielded cleanly, tossed to first, and a really nice dig by the first baseman. And the inning is over. 5-3 on the putout. So the Lady Tigers got a 4-run lead going to the top of the 7th inning. Can they close this one out?
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Sports and Talk, 101 Lady Tigers lead 8-4. Ashley Varela at the plate, 0 for 2 here. And she fouled off the first pitch, 0 for 1. 0 and 1. 8-4, 8-4, the Lady Tigers lead on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And fouled off again, and it's 0 and 2. But Sydney, through the first time through the order, sat him down in order, 9 up, 9 down. Since then, Cibola's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And a lot of them are extra base hits. Rain has started to lessen. And high and away it misses, and the count is 1 and 2. And we're getting some cloud cover again, so that should help the hitters. For Cibola, they're not looking directly into the sun. As Lessentine looks in. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. Big first out of the inning. As Lessentine picks up, I think that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 12 strikeouts for Lessentine. And Athena Joyce will come to the plate. And she has struck out twice in this game. She fouls off the first pitch. And it's 0 and 1. Oh, 1. And this is hard hit to right field. That'll get down for a base hit. And so a runner on here for Cibola. And they're top of the order, which has really been hitting the ball well as the game has progressed. Single, triple for Amaya Castile in her last 2 at-bats. Gabby Moncada, a home run. Anna Barraza, a single. Lady Tigers have got some wiggle room here, so I mean, if something gets into play, you take the sure outs. If it's a ground ball in the infield, and you don't think, don't worry about the lead runner if you want to just go to first. Got to have good situational awareness here. And that's going to miss inside. As Castile get ahead in the count 1 and 0. She tripled out to the wall in left center field in her last at-bat. The 1-0. And that one, again, just misses low. Has not been missing much on these first 2 pitches, but Lessentine behind in the count 2-0. And a bunt, and that one to a spot where nobody's at. Lunar was charging on the play, ready for the bunt, and she pushed it right past her into an open spot. and it's a bunt single for Castile, and it's first and second now. And the tying run will be in the on-deck circle for Cibola. And Coach Ronnie Reyes will call time and go out and talk to his pitcher. A dangerous hitter here in Gabby Moncada in the 2 spot. One more time, we want to run through and we'll thank him in our post-game show as well, but thanks again to our Lady Tiger Fast Pitch sponsors, Casa Tierra, Title and Abstract, Seaburger Dermatology, Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Remax of Alamogordo, Casa Auto Group, Padilla Brothers Investments, 84 Lumber, JBL Construction and Consulting, Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, First National Bank, and Mansky's Heating and Cooling. Cibola trying to keep this game alive. They need a bunch of runs in this inning, but they put themselves in a great spot. 1 out and runners on first and second. And Moncada, who's already gone yard once in this game, to the plate. And she hits this one in the air to left center field. Herrera's got it. And she'll toss it in, and a big second out against a dangerous hitter. And so now Cibola down to their last out. They not only need a hit here, but they need to keep the inning going. With 4 runs needed, and Ana Barraza will come to the plate. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And again, we get a bit heavier rain shower here. Sid has played the entire season with a pretty heavy towel. And Lady Tigers kind of slowing things down a bit at the moment. This is probably a heavier shower than earlier. It won't last here. Everything's very scattered. I'm just trying to keep my equipment okay here. Usually it's dust. This year it's water. All right, first and second now with 2 outs. And Lessentine winds and deals. And a ground ball foul, and right off the foot, Barraza, she kind of limps away after that. And she's going to take a little bit of a walk after that. And she is still trying to shake that off at the moment, kind of using the bat as a cane at the moment. And not laughing at her pain, but she was kind of rolling on the inside of her foot to make sure it was okay, and looks like she's okay. And here comes the 0-1. Hard hit, and that is a foul ball. Home plate umpire right away says that was left of the line. He was adamant right away and said it was a foul ball. I'm looking right up the line. I thought he made the right call. The big thing there for Alamogordo that was lucky, again, we saw it earlier in the game too, that Lunar didn't get her glove on the softball. Because if she does, that's a fair ball. It did not deflect, and she was very close to making that play. So it's 0-2, and Cibola is down to their last strike. Lady Tigers in front 8-4. Runners on first and second for the Lady Cougars. As the rain shower has stopped, and here comes the pitch. Outside it misses. And the count is 1-2. Now hopefully this is the last inning because my score sheet is about like tissue paper at this point because it's so wet. It's okay, I can still read it. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Easy play for Lessentine. Lady Tigers win it. Wait, what are they calling? A foul ball? Okay, they're going to say it went off her foot first. So it went off her leg first and then went into play, and so we'll do it again. No argument at all from the Alamogordo dugout there. And you can tell once again that Barraza is worse for wear. But she'll take the extra swing, that's for sure. She'll be very happy that she gets to keep her at-bat alive. Maybe not too happy about the pain in her leg and her foot, but she gets another opportunity. So sorry I jumped the gun there, folks. I thought that was it. And I looked up, and the home plate umpire was saying, no. Here goes another 1-2. And she pokes this foul up the first base line, and we'll do it again. Count remains 1-2. Top of the 7th inning. Alamogordo leads 8-4 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And trying to finish out this game after Cibola was shut down through the first 3 innings. Two in the 6th inning. And they had runners on first and second with just 1 out. As here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss and struck her out. Lessentine finishes it off with a flourish. And Alamogordo wins both games today and works themselves to within 1 game of the championship series with wins over Piedra Vista and Cibola. Final score of 8-4 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll come back with the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show and wrap it up here from Rio Rancho Day 1. We're doing this again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Lady Tigers, we don't know who their opponent is yet, but we do know they'll be playing. And we'll tell you more about all that when we come back.
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Lady Tigers winners over Cibola. Hold on for an 8-4 win. It felt like the game was closer there than it was at the end. I mean, the Lady Tigers really weren't in that much danger, but you start to get it in that 3-4 run range, and it gets a little bit more sweaty there. That palm a little sweaty, but Lady Tigers had big early innings and were able to pull away or hold on for an 8-4 win. And top of the order was very good. Sydney Lessentine, again, was very good. The opposing team able to get to her a little bit more than we saw earlier today, or certainly against Cleveland. Gave up a home run to Gabby Moncada, a solo shot in the fourth. An error brought in a run in the fifth. And then, I'm trying to remember, was it RBIs that brought in the runs in the sixth inning? 2 runs scored in the sixth. I couldn't remember if that was off of RBIs or not. I didn't mark it down at least, so that's hard to say. Meanwhile, hitting for the Lady Tigers, Amani Kosum went 2 for 4. She had 5 stolen bases in this game and scored 2 runs. Maylee Herrera had a stolen base, a walk, and a run scored. Went 0 for 3 on the day, and an RBI and a sac fly. Sydney Lessentine, 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a single, 2 RBIs. And Addison Chamberlain, her courtesy runner, scored 2 runs. She also had a stolen base. Chloe Lunar goes 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. Haley Evans, a single and a run scored, 1 for 4 on the day. Alexis Rodriguez, an RBI, a stolen base, a run scored, and a single. She was 1 for 2. She also registered a walk. Alyssa Bautista with a 2 RBI single, went 1 for 3 on the day. And a single for for Maddie Ruiz. And she went 1 for 1 on the day. So the Lady Tigers find themselves within 1 win of getting to the state championship game. They were in this position 2 years ago when they defeated Hobbs in the second game. They had a back-and-forth affair against Carlsbad and then would lose a back-and-forth game to Centennial later on that day. Centennial and Carlsbad ended up playing for the championship. Carlsbad won it that year. They won it last year as well. But the final 3 in the winner's side of the bracket are Alamogordo and La Cueva and Centennial. As La Cueva and Centennial won. They won't play till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, so they'll end up having to play a doubleheader. They didn't have to play a doubleheader today, did those 2 teams. So it kind of works out, I guess, kind of fair. It's just the way the situation worked out. By the way, La Cueva beat Mayfield 6-1. Centennial all over Carlsbad 20-7. Very impressive victory for them there. So I believe Carlsbad and Mayfield playing behind us. They might have game. I thought that game might have already happened. Let me see. Piedra Vista Oregon Mountain was supposed to play on field 2. I think they're actually still playing. That game started at 6 p.m. They better hurry. Do they have lights over there? They do not. And then Carlsbad and Mayfield start at 7 p.m. They do have lights here behind us at the main field. But we're on the air tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., 10:45 pregame, as the Alamogordo Lady Tigers will face off against either Centennial or La Cueva, 2 teams they've already seen this year. They split with La Cueva. They took 2 out of 3 from Centennial, but it'll definitely be a very tough matchup, whomever they end up facing. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Alamogordo winners 8-4. And again, a huge thank you to all of our great sponsors. We'll do that when we come back from the break. And we will close it out for day 1, a great day 1 for Alamogordo as they win both games 11-0 earlier against Piedra Vista and just finishing up an 8-4 win over Cibola.
Has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we have got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo a winner over Cibola, 8-4 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Again, a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. Think Matzke's Heating and Cooling, installing and servicing ultimate home comfort by Champion, 575-551-1351. First National Bank, main branch at 414 10th Street in Alamogordo, 575-437-4880. Pioneer Abstract and Title Company, Jimmy and Tina Deere owners, 909 Delaware Avenue, 575-437-5810. JBL Construction and Consulting, Bobby Lotta owner, striving for excellence in all they do at 575-430-5105. 84 Lumber, 3401 North White Sands, 575-434-3850. Padilla Brothers Investments for your real estate needs, also on Facebook, and you can give them a call at 575-551-1883. Casa Auto Group, with their Toyota and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Chevy GMC locations. CasaAutoGroup.com. Yeah. Jake Roberts and Jessica Cole with Remax of Alamogordo, 3410 North White Sands, 575-446-8574. Seaburger Dermatology at 1401 10th Street, Suite C, 575-437-4533, and online at DermHappy.com. And Casa Tierra Title and Abstract, serving Alamogordo for over 20 years, 2420 North White Sands, 575-434-6770. And, again, want to thank our season-long sponsors, Ochoa Stucco, First National Bank, Local Credit Union, the Winner's Circle, your scoreboard sponsor, Ryan Richardson Motor Company, and your pre- and post-game sponsor, Otero Federal Credit Union. All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, we'll be on the air at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll post all the details up on our Facebook page, Alamo Sports 1019 1230. Also on Twitter. Lots of online links to listen to, or just tune back into the radio, 1230 a.m., 101.9 FM. Thanks so much for joining us, and I think we might have D-backs baseball. I can't remember if that's tonight or tomorrow. Let me look my log here and see what we're headed to this evening. I want to say the D-backs are off this evening. They are. Okay, so we don't have D-backs baseball to send you to, but we've got more ESPN radio coming up for you next. And stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Again, your final score, 8-4. Lady Tigers beat Cibola after beating PV 11-1 earlier today. They will play either Centennial or La Cueva tomorrow. We hope you'll join us then.
When it's time for your favorite meal, visit the Brown Bag Deli, where great subs and salads are made to order and satisfaction is always guaranteed. Stop by 9th and Washington or call ahead for quick and convenient takeout. Serving boar's head meats and quality cheeses, Brown Bag Deli is the ultimate destination for sandwich lovers and salad lovers. Your taste buds will thank you. Brown Bag Deli, 9th and Washington, delivering exceptional service and